Thermal energy is the total kinetic energy of moving particles of matter. It depends on mass and temperature. For my experiment, I'll compare the thermal energy of two bowls of water of equal mass and different temperature. The one with the higher temperature will have the higher thermal energy. In my experiment, I'll be using two bowls, two bottles, and a pipe with colored oil. These two bowls have equal masses but different temperatures. This bowl is filled with hot water, and its temperature is 132.4 Fahrenheit. This bowl is 42.3 Fahrenheit. We should be able to observe the transfer of thermal energy from the warmer object to the colder one. Alright, let's try. As you can see, the heat is being transferred from the bowl with the higher thermal energy to the bowl with the lower thermal energy. The bowl with higher temperature heats up the air inside the bottle. The air expands, pushing the colored oil into the bottle with the colder air. Conduction is a type of heat transfer through touch. Particles speed up and vibrate so the heat travels from atom to atom or molecule to molecule. Metals are good conductors because their free electrons speed up the vibration. For this experiment, I'll be using three sticks. One of wood, which is not a good conductor, two of steel, which has many free electrons and lets the heat conduct quickly. Three, which is the best conductor of all, it's copper. It conducts heat better than the rest. I'll be placing 3 pieces of white chocolate on each of the sticks and putting it on this heated griddle to see which chocolate melts first. My prediction is that the chocolate on the copper stick will melt the fastest because copper is the best conductor. The grill is heated at 400 degrees Fahrenheit. I picked the white chocolate because it has the lowest melting point of all chocolate. Just as I predicted, the copper chocolate melted the fastest. The second one was the steel. Third, the wood did not melt because it's not a good conductor. For this experiment, I'll be showing you how convection works. Convection is a type of heat exchange in which hot fluids that are less dense rise and cool fluids that are more dense sink. In this experiment, we have different liquids with different temperatures and a thermometer. Here I have some tap water. Its temperature is 79.3 Fahrenheit. Here I have some hot water, which I've dyed orange. Its temperature is 175.9 Fahrenheit. Here I have some ice cold water. I've dyed it blue, and its temperature is 53.4 Fahrenheit. As you can see, I have some hot water. I'm going to place it into this cold water, open the cap, and see what happens. As you can see, the hot water is starting to rise because it's less dense. Now, I'm going to place some of this cold water in and see what happens. As you can see, the cold water is starting to go down because it's more dense. The heat is being exchanged as the hot water rises and the cold one sinks. These are the convection currents. Radiation is a type of heat transfer. One of the main ways in which heat energy moves is in the form of waves. Sources of heat send out waves in all directions. For this experiment, I'll be using a heat lamp in the form of a light bulb and a stick of butter on a plate. For the first part of this experiment, I'll be turning on the light bulb and letting the heat directly go to the butter. In the second part of this experiment, I'll be using this cake platter to block the radiated heat from the light bulb to the stick of butter. As you can see, the butter under direct radiated heat melted. The other did not because the cake pan absorbed most of the heat.